Yeah, yeah. See, a dream ain't nothing but a dream if you don't set goals.
I will say there's also a reason like for with my family, like, my dad's Nigerian and there's like a whole family tree that I was also a little nervous to put that name, like our name in jeopardy in case, I'm young and stuff and
Yeah.
doing crazy stuff on video. So I didn't want to disrespect like, the Obasekis and I have some royalty and then my Nigerian bloodline too that
Ooh.
I found out in my first visit to Nigeria and that was a culture shock for sure.
Oh
But
man.
that side I like to keep, reserved, because, there's a lot of people on the internet that like do deep dives and do some weird,
Of
weird crap.
course.
And I protected myself from that. And
Yeah. Yeah.
that
Well,
that's another reason too.
hey, that's we just learned something new, man. You got royalty in your bloodline,
Yeah.
man. So
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you kind of like
Yeah.
what is it? A prince down the line? Is you a prince or
Yeah,
what?
down the line. Yeah, Prince, and my uncle is a very well-known man. Uh,
In
yeah.
Nigeria still to this day?
All in Africa, in whole Africa, yeah.
Wow.
But yeah,
Okay.
Nigeria. Yeah.
Do you go there often?
Yeah,
Or how often?
no, so it's where my dad's from is pretty dangerous.
Mm.
So he was waiting until, I was old enough and I actually went um I want to say like 3 or 4 years ago for the first time to see my grandfather because he was getting sick and I wanted to see him. And fortunately I got to see him before he passed away. And it was great. It was great. I saw my uncle and where he lives, saw my dad, where, he grew up. And it's crazy, like, going from my uncle's spot to my, grandparents' spot, it's like when Mr. Beast does a video, $1 versus you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's literally what I experienced. And it really opened my eyes and like you know, it gives me the chills just thinking about it. But yeah, it's a different world out there, man. And
Yeah.
people kinda even for me, like growing up, it's like it made me realize like sometimes I think uh education doesn't do the best job in representing or like showcasing what really goes on and like it's not all bad. I feel
Yeah.
like in America, we're kind of conditioned in this sense like, oh, when you hear Africa or Nigeria, you think like, these mud houses and things like that, but there's
Mhm.
a side where it's like it's popping and it looked
Yep.
like, 6th Street and all this, you know what I mean? Like
Yep.
it's and, I was kinda ignorant to that because of, how where I grew up and, my dad he just wanted to provide a good life for me too. So it's like,
Mhm.
I'm glad I experienced that and got to see that and I wanna go more. But like I said, it's tough with me specifically just because of my name a little bit.
Mhm. Of
Um
course.
and the way I had to come in was quite the story. I'm not gonna lie. But
Tell
I
us.
honestly don't even want to. I don't know if I can. Like that's the thing. I
Oh
gotta talk
man.
to my dad. Yeah,
Okay.
because I don't want it to be a thing where it's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't want
Don't
to.
worry about it,
Yeah,
man. That's
yeah.
enough we need to know right there. That
Yeah.
that's
It's
you're a royalty. We're
I'll
not
let you
worthy.
know. Yeah. No, no, no. It's like it's one of those things where I have like pictures, bro, and I'm like rolling around with guys in helmets and AKs in my front seat. So it was one of those things. And then,
Oh my
I'm
goodness,
checking
yeah.
in. I'm checking in and he's looking at my like the guy that does the stamps on the passport, he's kind of like looking at my last name like and when I saw the double glance, that's when I knew like, okay, I just gotta, my dad gave me instructions on what to do and what not to say, and I had to, follow that. And yeah,
Dude,
it was
you was
it's
really
crazy.
living a real life movie. You thought you was in a movie
Yeah,
right
no,
then.
dead ass, and, like, it was, it was scary, but now I get, like, why I wasn't there, for so
Mhm.
long, which is it's good it was good to be there, good to the people I met, great people, and, um, just yeah, man, it's crazy. Like my uncle,
Yeah, that is, man.
he
That is.
he had a house. I could share this. So
Okay.
I'm pulling up, and when I knew it was real too when he has like these like watchtowers, bro. I felt like I was in a Call of Duty like campaign, and German shepherds just scouting around and stuff, and just like real life watchdogs, dude. Like it's crazy. And you know how I will I'll say that you know how much money LeBron spends on his body?
Yeah.
That's how much he spends on security. So like that
Dang.
that that's like kind of, yeah, that gives you the
So I
context
mean,
of
he's a politician or
everything.
something, man. Like that's crazy, right?
He's in it's I think it's oil stuff, oil and trading,
Ah,
all that
he just got
good
money.
money.
He's just protecting the investments, you know?
It's money. Yeah, you got to protect the investment, man, because you never know. Like out there, especially,
Yeah,
man. That's why I had to be protected, because somebody could just take me for ransom on some weird shit.
exactly.
Excuse my language, but yeah.
No, you good. You good. This, you're all right. So
Okay.
okay. So it's okay. So we get the backdrop on that. So you come from royalty. That's great. And I think that
Now, mind you, you say come from oil. I don't want people to think like I just learned this 3 years ago. So
no, hey,
like
you're the
it's not.
lost, you're the lost
Yeah,
prince. What you mean? It's like the
yeah,
perfect
yeah.
story type,
It's
right?
like,
It's like in all those
yeah,
Disney movies. You have to come
yeah,
back to Nigeria to
yeah.
reclaim your throne, like Simba. Come on,
Oh
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let me stop.
I think that'll be. I'll make a Netflix, or actually that movie will be on Tubu or whatever that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, Tubi.
Tubi, Tubi. Christopher London movie,
Yeah, the Lost
Nigerian,
Prince.
The Lost Prince. Yeah.
Yeah, don't you love it when a plan come together? Good plans don't fail, nigga just fail in the plan. Keep it GM detailed to the letter. It can rain whenever, cause the sun's still shining.